Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 20 of our Better Minecraft Plus Let's Play series. Where today we have some weekly updates to go over. We're going to do a bit of enchanting, a bit of sword creating, and yeah, let's get started. So welcome back, and first off, let me point out that if my voice sounds a little weird today, I got a sinus infection, head cold going on, so I'm a little bit congested. So if it sounds a little weird, I apologize for that, but just getting over that and feeling up to recording. So yeah, we're going to try this episode and see how this goes and see where we end up with it. But if you see any jump cuts or anything like that, it's probably because I had to stop, take a drink of water, good stuff like that. Drink water, folks. Water is very important. Anyway, so new week for me, at least. New week for everybody. This is Monday. Happy Monday to everyone. And I hope you all had a good weekend. And we're heading into a new week here, and you have a good week. But with a new week comes new recording session for TheAndrata, which means I get to catch up on comments and shout them out and all that good stuff. So we have that to do. So just a couple things first. Our friend Glory to our Stotska mentioned that there are mob cages that we can use to capture small animals. So yeah, from supplementaries, there are mob cages. If you remember a couple episodes back, I was trying to capture myself a little froggy and I couldn't. Tried to put him in a bottle. Well, he was too big for the bottle or jar, I think it was, but it would go into a mob cage. So thank you for that. He also mentioned that there are bird nests in trees, and you can actually pick up the bird nests, and there is a identifier bird. Let's look up bird. There's some kind of bird identifier. I'll have to look up exactly what that is. Bird encyclopedia. And you can actually see what kind of eggs are in the bird nest, and then you can spawn them, and then you can have like little, hummingbirds and pets, little bird pets flying around and everything. So as we come across bird eggs, I will definitely grab those and check it out and see what we can find. Our friend Iridian Knight has given me a lot of tips over the past few episodes that have come out for various exploration tips and tricks and all of that good stuff. One of the big things, though, is that if you remember a couple episodes ago, we were exploring, and I think it was like over here. There was that cube thing that I couldn't get into. I couldn't break into it. Wow, man, I explored a lot, didn't I? Jeez Louise, I didn't realize I went this far. My goodness. I'm still going. Yeah, I think it was I thought it was somewhere around, maybe this thing. Yeah, Ancient Runestone. This. I was trying to break into it and I couldn't. There was actually another commenter who mentioned this too. But if I would have just kept trying, eventually, over time, it would have eventually broken through the runestone. But Iridian Knight says that you need a netherite level tool to get into that. So we may actually, I'm going to add a waypoint for this. This is like a ancient rune cube, something like that. But I'll bookmark this because apparently there's a special spawner inside of here that gives you these cool runes that you might need later, kind of thing. So yeah, and I think there's a boss inside of here too. I saw a little bit of it online when I was wikiing around, Googling and trying to find the wiki for this. So multiple people have pointed out that if I can ever find a Guyana shield biome, I don't know if it's Guyana or Guyana shield biome, they look awesome. So I definitely want to check that out. And we will be able to facilitate finding that biome a little bit easier in just a moment. In that moment is now. Sebastian S. has pointed out that there is the Explorer Compass. And on top of that, I know there's also the Nature Compass. The Explorer Compass and the Nature's Compass are two compass mods that do very similar stuff, but for different reasons. Do I have any cobwebs? I have 3 cobwebs. Can I make a cobweb, or am I just going to have to wait until it drops? Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to go find some cobwebs, that's for sure. But with this, you can actually find structures. So if you wanted to find, say, like a desert pyramid or a jungle pyramid or a mansion or a underground mine shaft or any of those kind of structures that you can do, if you're in op mode, or if you're playing on a server or you have admin rights and everything, you can you can teleport. I don't even know how to do this, to be honest with you. I can't do it because I don't have admin rights, because we haven't opened up LAN or anything. But anyway, you can teleport to structures like villages and stuff or whatever. Same thing here, end cities and all that stuff. You can just find them. You can't teleport to them, but it'll point you to it. The Nature's Compass is very similar to it, in which it'll help you find biomes, which is what I was saying when I said we will be using this soon to find a biome. Let's see if we have that Guyana biome around here. So the Nature's Compass, pretty cool. UI is fairly simple. You can scroll through and you can see every single biome. Boss, useless biome. Interesting. But you can see every biome that is in the game. You can search. You can sort them by what source. This is a new mod, by the way. We're going to talk about this. Aquamire. Or Aquamire, but like atmospheric, atom. You can search by their height. So like how high the biome goes, I'm assuming. Yeah, -1. Height variation, temperature, like lots of things. But if we look for Guyana shield and you double click on it, there is one about 1,400 blocks this way. So I don't see why we wouldn't be able to just go find that soon. I want to know what this looks like. So we're going to keep our Nature's Compass programmed for that. And we're also going to just quickly take a nap here because I'm tired. Definitely. IRL and in-game. I'm tired. Anyway, so we have that. Our friend Miguel told me that the tomes that we pick up, there's those tomes. These tattered tomes can be crafted into paper. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Oh, I did them all. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's free paper right there. Our friend Coelho told me that in the Ice and Fire graveyards, as we've been exploring those graveyards, I've been avoiding them. Really, because I know there's these ghosts, like these haunters and stuff. And yeah, we're going to talk about this insane mess here. There are haunters or ghosts and everything that are pretty darn tough, to be honest with you, that come out of those graveyards when you open the chest. But if you just break the chest, you don't have to worry about them. So, yeah. And then lastly, Tipsy Beverage told me about a mod called Faster Ladder Climbing that, does exactly what it sounds like. Lets you climb up and down ladders faster. Let's try this out here, because I did go ahead and install it. Okay, so we're going down. Let's go up. Oh, yeah, significantly faster. Definitely. Quality of life. Is it a little bit unbelievable that somebody can climb a ladder that fast? No. I have seen people on TikTok and Reddit climb ladders and rock walls and stuff like freaking spider monkeys. So Spider-Man, spider monkeys, whatever you want to call them. So climbing a ladder that fast, definitely realistic. But anyway, that gets me into mods and Modpack, and the Modpack updated. We went from version 22 to 25, which is a pretty big jump. Real quick, I want to point out that I did add ender chests. I did add the EnderStorage mods. So we have ender chests and ender tanks. I don't know how much we're going to use ender tanks, but the ender chests for sure. I feel like it's vanilla spirity. It fits the vibe, and it's better than the vanilla ender chest. So we can actually, import the stuff from our farms here into our simple storage network. But yeah, let me pull up the Modpack changes, because there were quite a bit. So let's see, we've got Tinker's Delight was added, which adds a couple new weapons and materials to Tinker's, like a mace, a naginata, and a warhammer. And a naginata is kind of like a spear. It's a knife on a stick, essentially, but it's the knife end is curved. So it's like, yeah, anyway. So we have that added. Simple farming was removed because Farmer's Delight provides enough stuff. Some new quests were added. Let's see, we had a couple of different create mods were added. Better Nether Reforged was added. And then in the latest updates, Aquamire is added, which is a ocean-based exploration mod, which looks pretty cool. Like, it adds a whole bunch of content to like ocean biomes and stuff, more so than like, just guardian pyramids lying around and everything. So yeah. Oh, also, by the way, I added, if we look up like enchanted, I added enchantment descriptions so you can see what the enchant does. This should be standard. This should be built into Minecraft standard. Just tell me what the enchant does, you know? Because there was all those enchants from, what is that, Pyromancer? I don't know what these do. Apparently this doesn't know what they do either, because the you have to, the mod author for Pyromancer would have to add support for enchantment descriptions. So obviously that hasn't been done, but most mods do. So yeah. Anyway, with that being said, we got a couple of updates to discuss. And thank you to everybody who's left comments, tips, and tricks and everything. Like I said, I try and shout them out when I can if I find them useful, or if I think that the audience will find them useful. So yeah, keep commenting, keep liking, keep subscribing, all that good stuff. Because I do appreciate it, and I'll call you out in the videos too. So yeah. Anyway, this mess. Oh my gosh, look at this freaking spruce tree. I forgot that spruce trees could grow like this. And so we have a massive, massive problem here. What's happened here is that the spruce tree grew, and it grew outside of the boundary of our saw. As you can see here, this log, do I have an axe on me? Yeah, we got a diamond axe floating around. This saw, or this section, grew outside of our saws here, which means that it couldn't chop any of this down. Grew out here, they were outside, and as it grew, it couldn't, the blades couldn't pass through it, and so it couldn't chop it. And then these ones that are inside of here are like stuck because they that first saw blade can't get to them. Anyway, basically what it means is we need kind of sort of a refactoring of our farm here to not, maybe not so much spruce. We have before this whole mess happened, we got quite a lot. Not gonna lie, we got quite a lot of both spruce and oak. But what I want to do is try and see if I put this here, will this chop down this whole thing? It should. I believe it should. And this is going to be insane if it does. Yep, it did. Mostly. It left a bit of it up top. Oh my gosh, it overflowed that chest too. There was no way that chest was going to be able to hold all of that. But hey, we got that giant freaking mess out of the way. Yeah, look at it. It's going to be filling this chest up pretty quickly. Let's do that. And it's probably going to fill up even that. Geez, we're going to have a lot of stuff. Yeah. Also, if you can see here, something updated. It looks like FTB updated, and there's a trash can, which allows you to, take stuff, put it in here. Look at all these trash can slots. And if you just click it again, or you close the window, it's gone. So we did set up this trash can over here for nothing. Though I still think our trash can's cooler than this button, so it depends. I may end up using this more. Added a hopper to this so we can hopper items into it so that I don't have to sit here and click on it, because you can only have one item type at a time in there. Don't even need that spruce sapling. We're good to go. Yeah, so anyway, that sort of took care of that. We'll have to climb up there and figure that junk out up there at some point, but we have enough wood and stuff for our tree farm. Yeah, anyway, so let's pop down to our basement area here and check out our mob farm, because as you can see here, I have 158 levels, and that's because I let this sit overnight and AFK'd, and just have a macro set up that will punch for me over and over again. And you can see I switched back to, yeah, it's doing it. Stop. I switched from our zombies over to our skeletons, because the zombies have armor and the skeletons don't. So I can punch them to death without having to worry about it. But yeah, so anyway, skeletons spawn, they come, they do their thing. This is what happened with our zombies, right? Zombies were spawning, they had armor and stuff, we would break it, and each one of these takes up a slot because they are non-stackable. So look at all of this junk that we ended up picking up from our zombies before it got out of control. So what I did here is two things. Because not only did we end up with all of that, if we go in here and we look up zombie flesh, flesh, 301 rotten flesh and 212 rotten flesh blocks. Why do we have that many rotten flesh blocks? Because I had to craft rotten flesh blocks out of our flesh because it was just too much. Imagine each one of these blocks is 9. So that's like what? Almost 2,000 rotten flesh. 1,800. It's more than 2,000. It's almost 3,000 rotten flesh just right there. Like, that's a lot of freaking rotten flesh. And there's really not much usage for this stuff outside of, like, I mean, we can turn it to leather, of course, or we can turn it to jerky if we can get some salt. But, like, there's not a whole lot that we can do with this much rotten flesh. Like, really, tallow from Eidolon. So when we get into Eidolon, we'll have tallow. Great. And we can trade it for emeralds or the cleric if we can, get a cleric going and everything. But yeah, outside of that, there's really not much we're going to do with 3,000 rotten flesh. So yeah, anyway, so then I just sat here and just, it takes away half a heart at a time. But anyway, so all of this kept filling up, and then, it would just sit in the world and then time out, which was fine and everything, but I wanted to deal with it. So what I set up was create. So we have brass funnels on both sides here of our spruce barrel. And what these do is on this side, there is a filter set up for, we can grab that, items that cannot stack. So if we take one of these out of here and we put this in here, we'll see one of the tags. You have is damaged, cannot stack, can be smelted, and then, other whole bunch of options. But cannot stack is the tag that I went with for this because these items cannot stack. So anything that cannot stack ends up coming into here. I'm seeing all these new things. Like that says equipped. Is that telling me that oh, this is an item equipment compare. Oh, if you hold shift, you can compare between two items, what you have equipped, and then, oh, I like that. That is actually pretty awesome. Anyway, if I put that in there, you're going to see it drops, boop, straight into the lava, and we don't have to worry about any of these. So we have a, well, my magnet's picking them all up. Anyway, so that's that. What do you got for me, buddy? Unbreaking 4. I don't need unbreaking because I can get indestructible. So if you can just, fall down that little hole there. Ugh, bruh. Just trying to get rid of you. No offense, but I was just trying to push you into the lava so you would leave me alone forever and ever. Let's get some cobble. And we can put all this stuff back in here. And I just wanted to show you all this junk that we have collected from this. And then I will, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of this stuff in between episodes here. But I just wanted y'all to see it. And then over on this side, we have it set up with a filter. And this filter has items. This is a simple filter. This just has bone meal and arrows because that's what skeletons drop is bone meal and arrows. And so those come out of that funnel into the chute, into this chest, which goes into a hopper, which goes into this chest. And oh my gosh, look at all these bones and all of the arrows. We're never going to run out of bone meal. That's for sure. But anyway, that is, all of that. So I let this sit here overnight and just let it run. So that's why we have 158 levels now. So we can actually do a little bit of enchanting. And I'm going to set this up better. This is going to be set up with an EnderStorage chest so that it can import into our system. But yeah, let's take care of these guys while we're here. We also get these Forsaken or Forgotten that spawn. But let's take a look here real quick. If we go to statistics and we go to mobs, we can see here that I killed 3,912 skeletons. And I got killed by one right at the beginning, and 2,311 zombies. Yeah, lots of mobs. You trying to teleport there, buddy? Like, what's your plan? But yeah, anyway, so that was our mob farm. Jeez, man, I'm flying up this ladder. It almost threw me off because I wasn't expecting to be that fast. But yeah, anyway, so now we have enough stuff that we can actually... Yeah, this needs sped up quite a bit, doesn't it? Really, what I need to do is get a chest to sit on top of my trash can, or I can just use the button. I don't need those bones. We have plenty of bones. So anyway, yeah, so now 158 levels, I think, is more than enough for us to be able to do our enchanting that we were wanting to do in the last episode, at least to get us started. I do want to dive into Eidolon at some point because Eidolon allows you to upgrade your enchants. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the enchants that we have. Oh, and I'm out of bread, apparently. And that doesn't make sense. I sat AFK for forever and never, refilled my food or anything. So feed me. Okay. So anyway, eventually I do want to get into Eidolon because it will allow us to, like, for example, we're going to get Blast Protection 4 on this, which is actually not bad. So we're probably going to go ahead and do that, but we need to get a little bit of lapis. I don't even know how I have so much lapis. It's a lot of lapis. Anyway, what was I enchanting? The helmet. So Blast Protection 4, I think is pretty decent. We'll take Blast Protection 4. And we got Unbreaking 3. Cool. Unbreaking 3, Protection 3. What else are we going to get? Protection 4, we'll take that. And we got Fire Protection out of that. Didn't really need it, but it's okay. We'll take another Protection. And we didn't get anything extra special out of that. And nothing there. How about you, Axe? You know what? I'll take Silk Touch. That way we can pick up our bookshelves in the future. We'll take projectile protection. Okay, so at least our armor, at least we have something to do with it. I would love to get some other method of not taking damage from falling, but that's okay. But at least our armor is semi-enchanted. We got a little bit of stuff on it, mainly the protection, so that we don't take a bunch of damage. And then we can work on getting the unbreaking or the invincible stuff on there. We do have Protection 6, Fire Protection 8, and Blast Protection 8 available to us, as well as Icy Thorns. And I do want to put Icy Thorns on something, and probably let's go with our helmet. And that was 8 levels, and we got Icy Thorns. Bam. Cool. So there's that. And now we can go ahead and put the stuff that we wanted to get onto our sword. Now the question is this the sword that we want to go with for this? I know I can strip the enchants off. It's not that big of a deal. But, ooh, a new sword. You take damage if a sword strike does not kill an enemy. I apparently have to disable that again. As far as a spinning sword that travels through blocks. How do you make this? That's cool. A dragon bone sword with a phantasmal ingot. Okay, I need to search $ sword. There we go. Let's see. What kind of base swords can we get? Because are you able to enchant? You can't enchant Tinker swords, can you? I think you can enchant Tetris swords now, but I don't think Tinker swords can be enchanted. This also does not show me all the swords, which is interesting. Yeah, because like just regular diamond swords and stuff is not here. So there's Terminite. And this is anvil smithing with a hammer and a Terminite ingot. Eternium sword seems pretty good. 8.5 damage. How do you make this thing? We'd have to go to the end and get Thalassium, which is, yeah, we'd have to go explore the end. So that is not going to be on the to-do list. Let's see, what other swords do we have? There are a lot in here. I just want to see if this is the best sword for us to get. Yeah, Ethereum ore is also found in the end. Draco Arcanus, I'm going to assume. Yeah, that's a dragon scale So that's not going to help us. Obsidian. Obsidian sword does 7. Where's our base diamond? You are literally exactly the same. Just probably has more durability, which, I mean, reinforced arcane gold sword. It's not that much more damage, though. Wow. 25 damage. 25. So basically what I'm seeing from this is our sword that we have now is going to do us just fine if we want to enchant. If we wanted to get into Shadow Steel, what is this? From Create. We'd have to get into superheating and mixing. You also... Yeah, okay. All right. So I think what we have now is going to be fine until we can dive into some of this other stuff. Oh, a blue geode? No, yeah, I see you're still... red geode. We might be able to get a red geode sword. Didn't we find some red geodes from... Yeah, we found exactly 2. There we go. Give me a stick. And we can get a red Geo Sword. 1.6. So you have the exact same swing time. So we're not going to have to worry ourselves with that. It looks nice, too. And it's a little bit better than our diamond sword that we had there. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's actually not do that yet. I want to take Smite off of this sword. And I need books to do so. All right, so take that Smite off, and then we're going to go ahead and that and that. 38 levels. Oh, this is going to better be a good sword. 53 levels to do this. We're going to have Smite 8, Sweeping Edge 5, Looting 6, Scavenger 2. Is there anything else on a sword that we would need? I don't think so. Acquisition would be like the only other thing, but you can't even put that on here. Enchant, like, I don't think really that there's like sharpness, but I think that what is that? Scavenger. Yeah, scavenger. But didn't I have something that makes it so that they can take more? Thought I had something else. Well, we'll take it. And there goes all our levels. Looks like I'm going to be doing some more farming in the future. And I thought that we had something with another enchant. Slayer. Yeah, I thought we had Slayer at a high level. So that this could do more damage. I guess not. Only Slayer 3. I thought something that we had Slayer on it, didn't it? Am I crazy? Am I thinking of something else? It's highly possible. But anyway, yeah, now look, we got this awesome sword with Smite 8, Sweeping Edge 5, Looting 6, Scavenger 2. And if I can get Slayer, we'll definitely put Slayer on there. But yeah, I think that this is going to be a pretty darn awesome sword. We do need to get Indestructible put on here. Do I have any, have I found any Stellarite? I do. How about Expetrified? Expetrified orbs. I do not have any Expetrified orbs. But I think I can, well, I would normally be able to extract the unbreakable or indestructible from something else and then put it on this book. But yeah, we're going to have to enchant this with the smithing table. That's going to be our way to go. I want to test this sword out on something, but I don't know what. Oh, duh. I have a mob farm down here. Let's see what Looting 6 gets me on a skeleton mob farm. I should switch or set up our blazes. Maybe I'll do our blaze. I'll just turn it on. Let's do that. Turn off. Give me a blaze. Get out of my way or you're going to end up dying too. Give me a blaze much faster than you are giving me a blaze now. Blazes aren't affected by light level, correct? So this should definitely be spawning a blaze. There we go. Let's turn it off real quick. 5 blaze rods. 6 that time. And another 6. 3 blazes gave us 12 blaze rods. That is courtesy of our looting 6. We definitely need to get unbreakable or indestructible, or yeah, indestructible. That's what it is. Onto this sword, so we don't have to worry about it. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this episode. So if you enjoyed, I know it was more of a a catch-up episode with all of our stuff and everything, with a little bit of enchanting thrown in, but I think that, we got a lot accomplished. We got our armor going, mod updates, we got a nice sword, so next episode we can start diving into some cool stuff. This week I definitely think I want to start working on getting a auto miner going, a create auto miner. I think that's going to be pretty cool. We're also going to do a bit more exploration and go check out some of these new mods. So yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.